here with Molly McCullough from Trinity, who's a junior and just won the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase. Molly, congratulations.
Thank you.
This race is a bit of a different one. You have 4 barriers as well as a water pit. So tell me a bit about how you prepare for it differently from other races.
Well, we have to do a lot more hurdle work. For most of the distance races, you're just training by running. You just run distance. This one we have to add a little bit more in, working over barriers and then working with the water pit, since that throws a big monkey wrench in the race usually and kind of throws you off your rhythm if you're not right on it. So you got to practice that. So it takes a little bit more preparation, but it's a super fun race and I love it the most.
And tell me what you love about it the most. What's the biggest challenge for you that you love to overcome?
Just the fact that it's not just 7.5 laps on the track. There's a little bit more you have to think about. You got to plan it a little bit differently. It kind of tricks you. You don't have any barriers the first 200 meters, so you think, oh, I'm feeling great. Like I got, the pace I'm going is great, and then you come through and you're like, wow, I'm way off pace. Like I'm gonna die later, and you could die. It just kind of gets you in a way that maybe only the 10K kind of gets you or tricks you into thinking that you're good, and then maybe you're not so good. So, I really love cross country, and this is the kind of the closest thing to cross country that you can get on the track. So it's not as clean and flat as most track races. So.
Got it. And obviously as a spectator, I'm watching you run. It looks like, the water pit is something, as you mentioned earlier, where, you could die or fall or anything like that. So talk to me kind of a little bit about the, nerves that go into it, but also like what's going through your mind as you're going over each barrier.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to be as smooth as possible. Sometimes I'm a little off my rhythm, so you'll see like a stutter step or two. And then going into the water pit, I just want to, thinking push off the whole time. Try to get as close to the end of the pit as possible. So it throws off, you're thinking a little bit. Instead of just strictly pacing, you're also thinking about, okay, what am I going to do over the next barrier? How am I going to approach this water pit? I need to speed up a little bit and run through. So it just kind of breaks it up, and it's actually helpful for me at least to not have to think about my pace all the time and versus just concentrate on approaching the next pit, approaching the next barrier. So.
Got it. Well, thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.